This is Emily. This is her first driving lesson. I'm going to show you how I teach someone to drive from scratch. All driving instructors have their own methods. This may be different to what you're used to. So, Emily, can I have your provisional license? Just want to make sure that you're legit. Yeah, it's real, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, you don't actually have to bite them to make sure they're real. It's only with coins, isn't it, I think?
Coin.
Can you read that number plate over there?
Which car would you like?
Whichever car you like, I'll figure it out.
EJ65UAY.
Oh yeah, okay.
Can't quite see the
Do the next one
fence.
that's a bit further than that, actually.
EF63XFD.
That's good, yeah, easy. That's easily far enough. Okay, you can put your licence away.
Yeah.
Now, you've had no lessons before.
No lessons.
So, do you know what these 3 pedals are?
Gas, brake, and clutch.
In which order?
Clutch, brake, gas.
Oh, you know something then, don't you? You know what this is?
I don't know the name of it, but I know it's the gear stick, actually. I don't know the name.
Okay, well, yeah, that's right.
Gear stick.
You got 2 pedals down there,
Yep.
and one is the brake, one is the clutch. Guess which one's which?
Clutch, brake.
That's correct. So if you can keep your left leg back, this one here,
Yep.
just so the camera can see the pedals.
Oh, yep,
Yeah,
sorry.
like that. And I want you to use your right leg on this pedal and just play with it. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to learn how to use that first, because
Okay.
I think it's important to learn how to stop before you learn how to go.
Okay.
I like to do things in that order. So I'm going to drive. When nobody's behind and it's safe, I'm going to ask you to use that brake pedal,
Okay.
and you're going to use it and try and stop the car.
Okay.
And you're going to see what happens, and you'll learn from there. You see, you're going to be learning 4 things in your lessons.
Okay.
Knowledge, I can give you knowledge. You can research knowledge, you can watch videos. Skill, I can't give you skill.
Oh, okay.
Only you can give yourself skill from practice. Using that pedal is going to give you skill. Driving using pedals and controls, that's where your skill develops. Confidence,
Yeah.
that comes from success and becoming more familiar with what you're doing. And then this one, you can't really say you learn it. This is more of a choice, quite often. Attitude.
Attitude.
Attitude is very important when it comes to driving. What attitude you have can determine how safe you are. So they're the 4 things that I'm going to be concentrating on.
Okay.
So first one really is skill. Use that brake pedal when I ask you to. See how it works, and we'll try and make it better. Only use it when I say so, though.
I've just got my leg there, is that okay?
That's
Or
okay, yeah.
Okay.
It'll be dangerous if you use it when I don't say.
No, no, I
Someone
won't,
could
I
be
won't, don't worry.
behind. Right, there's no one behind at the moment. Try stopping the car with a brake then.
Was that a bit too hard?
It was a bit, well, you be the judge. What do you think? Is
I
that
think
how
we
you
went-
would
kinda
like
went
to?
I think we went too, I think I did press it down too hard because we kind of lurched a bit.
We did, didn't we? So, and that's how you learn. We'll try again. Okay, no one behind. Give it another go.
Oh, sorry.
Is that any better?
Slightly, I think the slowdown was better, but then at the end it kind of still.
A big jerk, wasn't it? I tell you what I'll do is when these cars are gone, I'll turn around and I will give you something to aim for.
Okay.
So, I'll stop this time. How smooth this is?
Oh yeah.
See how I'm slowing down gently? And then I'll finish the ending smoothly.
Oh yeah, there's no big.
And you weren't lurched forwards, you didn't jolt back, did you?
No.
So, a little bit of knowledge to help with your skill.
Okay.
The first bit of the brake pedal in most cars doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
Usually there's a little bit of what's known as like dead space or slack. So what can happen is you start pressing the brake and you think, well, nothing's happening. Well, press it some more. And then, whoa, you slow down loads. So you
Yeah.
want to press it carefully and find what I call the bite point of the brake.
Oh, okay.
The brakes don't work immediately. There is a bite where they start to slow you down. Once it starts slowing down, try and hold it steady. The brakes will do their work and slow the car down. You don't have to progressively press it harder,
Oh,
which is
okay.
sort of what you're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
And when you finish stopping, or just before you finish stopping, to get rid of that jerk, reduce the brake pedal a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Just release pressure from it, because when you're slowing down, you're leaning forwards. And when you're not slowing down, you're not leaning forwards. So you're going from slowing down to suddenly,
Yeah.
and you jerk backwards. But if you reduce the brake as the car starts to finish its stop, you stop slowing down, gently, gently, until you're no longer slowing down, you finish stopping. Does that make sense?
Makes sense, yeah.
I'll demonstrate.
Okay.
So I'm going to make it quite obvious. So you're going to slow down quite harshly and then suddenly be flung back in your seat when you're no longer slowing down. Because you go from slowing down when you're leaning forwards to suddenly not slowing down. And when you're not slowing down, you're not leaning forward. So you go from leaning forward to suddenly bang.
Yeah.
So you've got to reduce your slowing down gradually as the car finishes its stop.
Okay.
Do it gently. Where most people go wrong here is they drop the pedal quickly and the same thing happens. You've got to release it carefully.
Okay.
So now that red car's gone, that's what I was just waiting for. There's another car coming, so I'll wait for them as well. I'll turn around and give you another go.
Okay.
So, you ready?
Yep.
Try your best. Find the brake bite point. Where is it? Bit more, bit more, bit more. Hold it now. You feel it slowing you down? Yes, it's working. It's working. It's slowing you down very smoothly. And then, not quite yet, a little bit more. Wait until it's nearly stopped. You are very gentle. Bit more brake there. Now, a tiny bit less. And there you go.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's really smooth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So now you know kind of what you're doing. You've got to practice that.
Okay.
Now, just a heads up, if whenever you're driving, or you know, at the moment I'm driving,
Yeah.
or you're driving, if I say my car, drop everything.
Okay.
Okay, so that's like, if I need to take over, if you're trying to drive and I'm trying to drive, that's not going to work very well. It doesn't work very well. So if ever I say my car, just drop everything if you can.
Okay.
Try not to panic. Just let me take control. Won't have to do it probably, but
Just in case, yeah.
just
Okay.
remember that. And then if I do need to do that, when I'm finished, what I'll do is I'll say your car. And when I say your car, you're not going to have to do the brakes. You're not going to have to do the clutch or the gears or anything like that. You just take the steering wheel, start steering, and add gas when you want to
Okay.
carry on up the road. And I might say it sometimes just to quickly turn us around or something. If you've done something, I think, well, we can practice that again. I
Okay.
might say, right, my car here, I'll turn you around, we can do it again.
Okay.
Make use of your time instead of driving around,
Yeah.
you know, in a place that's not suitable. So we'll turn around again here. It's quite quiet, this area.
Okay.
I've got a nice little wide bit here to turn around so we can keep practicing this. Do you want me to help you or do you want to try yourself?
I want to try myself.
Okay, well, I'll be quiet then.
Sorry.
You can use the brake
Okay.
and try and stop smoothly. Look out the window when you do it. Don't look down. Make sure you look at where you're slowing down for.
I was waiting for you to tell me.
Oh, yeah, you do it. Yeah,
Okay.
yes, please. I thought I did say. Maybe I didn't make it clear. I'm just going to stop you here because we're going to start confusing this car here.
Oh,
It's taken
sorry.
a long time to slow down.
Sorry.
And now we're outside this junction, so I'll
Oh.
turn us around. Maybe maybe you need to slow down a little bit quicker than that.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to do the...
I don't actually think you were even braking. I think it was just the friction of the road slowing us down there.
Oh, okay. So should I put it down a little bit harder?
Well,
Not as fast. Not fast.
not
but
fast, but so you want to feel yourself slow down a bit.
Oh, okay.
Because there it was just, I think, the friction of the road. I think you're a bit afraid now.
Confidence.
Give it another go. Try using it again now. It's safe to use it, so you can use it. Look out the front window. There it is. I feel it slowing you down now. There we go. That's better. Aha. Yeah, okay. And then finish it. It's not finished yet. It's still rolling, isn't it?
Yep.
There we go. We're finished. Good. So my car now, you can take your feet off the pedals. And try again. That was better. I think you were
now?
being a bit too overcautious last time. And try again, try using the brake again. The more times you do this, the better you will get. If you can do it, I don't know, in 5 minutes, 10 times, it's really going to help you, or more, 20 times. So finish it, still rolling, isn't it?
Yep.
There we go. Hopefully that squirrel does move before the black car gets to it. I'm sure it will.
Don't think so.
It will.
I'm just...
well, look how slow the car is. The squirrel can run faster than that. If the car was going like 30, then maybe not.
Was that a little bit better?
That was much better.
Okay.
Just try to make it as smooth as you can. Practice it. Feel it yourself. Judge it yourself. Think, was that a bit harsh? And just practice.
Okay.
I'll give you a few more goes at that then.
Okay, thank you.
So how many times do you think you've done that now?
Yeah, 15-ish.
15 times. Okay, right. You think you're better at it?
Yeah.
Well, let's show people watching then if you are any better.
Pressure.
Ah, pressure. Well, let's see. And try stopping the car again. No one around. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes. Incredibly smooth. Keep your foot on the brake there. Remember, once you have stopped, press it a bit more. If you don't want to roll until I take over. Handbrake's up now. You can come off.
Okay.
Come off the brake. That was very smooth. I think you were trying a bit too hard there. I think because you're being watched and the cameras are on, you're being extra careful of not making the car jerk because you took a little bit longer than you had done on the previous few attempts to stop. You were taking a bit long time to slow down, and you're braking a bit gently. But I can see that you've got some skill there now. You know what you're doing. The next step.
Okay.
Any idea what the next step is?
Clutching?
No, it's still braking.
Still braking.
Target practice.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive,
Yeah.
and this time not only have you got to stop smoothly, but you got to stop on target smoothly.
Oh, okay.
It's very important to learn how to control the brake, because if you can control the brake, well, that helps you with driving.
Okay.
If you can't stop where you want to stop, you keep stopping too early, too late, driving gets really difficult.
Yeah.
Or it is really difficult. Now you see this lamppost?
Yeah.
Not this one, but the next one.
Yep.
I want you to stop, so that is outside of your window. We wouldn't normally stop opposite a junction, but for this occasion, just for briefly, it'll be all right.
Okay.
So you can do it now. So that post has got to be outside of your window. Hang on a minute, this is looking pretty good. That's close. It's not quite outside your window, is it? Oh, make sure it doesn't roll back. Keep it still. There we go. I'll take over now. I've got it. So not quite there. Very smooth.
It's not quite outside my window yet.
No, yeah. So beginner's luck, do you reckon, or do you reckon
skill?
Skill.
Skill.
So you're going to get it next time, are you?
Yeah.
All right, then let's try and find another target.
Well, that's kind of how I was learning the brake. I was kind of looking at the edge of a curb and thinking I'm going to try and get ish there. That's kind of what I was already doing.
I don't know what you mean, but we'll see.
Oh. I was kind of, what you're doing the target thing, I'd be looking at the end of a curb there and thinking I'm going to try and get close-ish to there. That's kind of how I was trying to do it. So what you're doing now is what I was doing.
Before?
To figure out how to do it, yeah.
I still don't know what you mean. But anyway, see that lamppost at the end?
Yep.
Okay, so that needs to be outside your window. Don't worry about this area. There's a little bit of a junction here. It's not really a junction. Just stop with outside your window, please. It doesn't matter if I know what you mean or not. As long as it works, it works. Oh, no.
Sorry. Bit too...
Not as good that time, is it?
No. It's like that.
I say, what you want to do, I'll give you a demonstration.
Okay.
So here's some knowledge, and then you can use that knowledge to try and achieve it yourself. You want to slow down a bit too early.
Oh, okay.
And let the car roll. It's very hard to judge how much you need to brake to stop where you want to in one go. You don't sort of slow down and stop. You slow down too much, roll, and then finish your stop.
Oh, okay.
Then you can place the car where you want to.
Okay.
And you should do that when you're approaching junctions, traffic lights, queue of cars, whatever. Don't stop in one go. Roll the last couple of car lengths. See that lamppost there?
Yep.
I'm going to stop this time.
Okay.
So I'm slowing down. I'm slowing down a bit too much. And now I'm rolling slowly. I'll just reduce the brake, let it roll. And then when I get exactly where I want to be, pinch the brake a little bit, and voila, the lamppost is now outside your window, and it's smooth.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what you meant by you're looking at the curb, because I was doing the steering, so I'm not sure what you mean by you're trying to get close to the curb.
No, as in I was trying to stop as close to the curb as I could, or stop at a certain point.
Yeah. Oh, you were focusing on a point when you were stopping anyway, so you're already sort of doing it.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Okay, well, you understand my demonstration there?
Yeah.
Slow down a bit too much, let it roll.
Let it roll for a bit, and then finally do the last bit.
That's it, that's how you place the car.
Okay.
So we'll find another target, and then you can practice it. So we switched the cameras back on after some practice. How many times do you think you practiced that?
40 or 50 times.
I don't think it was that many, but it probably was about 30 times, I reckon. How are you finding this one then?
It's a lot more difficult, but I think I'm getting a bit more confident with it. It's just finding that biting point, not letting go of the brake.
Yeah. So you've gone through a few stages of sort of braking, firstly not braking enough,
Yeah.
then braking too much, and then your tactic was to start prodding the brake.
Yeah.
So you sort of slow down in stages. It's all normal things. This is what most people do. And now you're starting to get better at holding the brake and making adjustments whilst you're on the brake instead of keep coming on and off it and then getting the car slowly walking. This is going to help you a lot when you sit here, because when you approach junctions or whatever it is you approach that you need to slow down for, you're going to have time as you approach it, not only to slow down, but to then walk towards where you're going to stop and do your gear or do any steering that needs to be done or do some observations at a junction. You don't want to just stop at the line. That's a nasty way to drive. You want to roll slowly towards the give way line or wherever it is you're stopping and then carry on if you can. So we actually started to progress from stopping at lampposts to stopping at the line at the end of the road. So are you ready to show people on camera if you can do that?
What, the lamppost or the line at the end of the road?
The line at the end of the road.
Yeah, okay.
You can give that a go?
Yeah.
So the goal is to be walking by the triangle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Slow walk by the triangle, and hopefully there's enough momentum left in the car for it to reach the line.
Yeah.
And that's then going to give me time to change gear, steer around the bend, do observations, which will help you. Okay, so here we go. No one around, so no need to signal.
Yep.
If there's anyone around at all, it's best to signal to say you're moving away.
Okay.
Signal right, but there's no one around. It's not really needed.
Okay.
So, walk by the triangle. We're going left. Focus on it. Doesn't feel like quite enough. Oh, okay. Off the brake now. Let it walk. Okay. And now you see you've got time to do your gears, time to steer around the bend.
Yep.
Start getting your gas, your bike point as you roll. So there, I think you're still a little bit too fast at the triangle.
Okay.
And then as you went over it, you went a bit slow.
Yeah.
There's another goal here. Look, try on this one. We're going left again. Use that brake. Get it walking by that triangle. Really low, like 2-3 miles an hour. Slower than this. Again, stop at the line. I'm just going to stop you. It's a little bit over the line. It's hard to judge exactly where the line is. Do you feel like your feet are on the line? I'll go back a little bit and I'll show you exactly where the line is.
Okay.
There. So you're only just a little bit over it. So this is where the line is.
Oh, okay.
Generally speaking, I feel like my feet are on it. That's how I can do it.
Okay.
And you can see like the curbs at the side.
Oh, yeah.
That's roughly where it's going to be.
Okay.
Right, okay. I think you've got enough skill at that now. It's not perfect. It will develop when you sit here, but you have a good idea. Okay. The next thing to learn is the clutch.
I know the clutch.
Oh, you do you?
Yeah, I was practicing in my mum's car.
Okay. So what do you know about the clutch? Oh, do you want to show me then?
Okay.
Okay.
So
if you're going to show me, I stopped in this lay-by because I was going to explain. So I'll go out on the road. I'll stop here. And do you want to just give it a go then?
So now you press down clutch, and that's how you change the gear.
That's right. Okay, go on then, do that.
What do you want me to put it into?
It will be gear 1 for moving, but make sure the clutch is down when you move the gear stick. Or the clutch isn't all the way down.
Isn't it?
No, it is, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so do you need help or do you want to try that again?
Put back into neutral.
Push the clutch down.
Yep. And
then I can start the engine. The engine's actually stalled.
Oh, okay.
Down a little bit more. That is quite a stiff pedal to use, I understand. Okay, so obviously make sure no one's coming if you are going to try and move. So you're going to try and move the car, you with the clutch?
Okay.
What are you trying to do?
I think I'll put it into first, just to get it slightly moving.
Okay, go on in.
Oh. Yep.
That's first, yeah.
So we're slightly rolling.
Are we?
I think so.
I think we're still. I think we're moving.
Okay. Second gear?
Okay, try, yeah. We'll try second gear. Are we moving?
No.
No.
Reverse?
Something not. Well, I don't want to go backwards.
You don't want to go backwards?
No, not really.
Fourth?
We'll keep for forwards for now.
third gear?
I don't think it's the gear.
It's not the gear?
I think maybe we should probably move on now.
What was I doing wrong? Should I just get off the pedal or leave it?
Yeah, you come off the pedal, and I'll pull the handbrake up so we don't move. So the idea in using the clutch is to get the car moving.
Oh, okay.
Now, the reason why we have a clutch and the reason why we have gears is because the engine has a problem. And the clutch and the gears, which is known as your transmission, transmits power from the engine to the wheels, is to solve the problem that the engine has.
Oh, okay.
So if you know the problem, that can help you understand what they're doing. But before I go into that, I just want to give you a feel for the pedal so you can see what it actually does. You seem to be thinking that putting it into gear moves the car.
Yeah.
That's why you're trying these different gears or reverse to try and roll forwards. But putting it into gear only makes the car ready to move.
Oh, okay.
So push the clutch down all the way to the floor. That's good. It needs to be all the way down, especially on that side, because that side, if you notice, it just moves this pedal.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not perfect. It doesn't, on the clutch side at least, it doesn't get it all the way down on this side. I can actually push it a little bit more.
Oh, right.
So it does need to be fully down on that side for sure. It does work, just got to be fully down. Not the arch of your foot, the ball of you had it good the first time because you sort of, yeah, like that.
Like here.
Yeah. Ball of your foot, toe of your foot, ball and toe on the pedal, not the arch. You won't have much control.
Okay.
So now pop it into first gear and handbrake off. Do you know how to do that? Got to lift it up to get the button in, and then button in, then down. Now the handbrake's off. It is stiff, isn't it? It's a heavy one. So I'm going to give you a little bit of gas now.
Okay.
Now this is your mirror. Can you see behind?
Yep.
Wait until I finish this sentence before you do.
Okay.
Before you do it. So you're going to lift the clutch slowly until you feel the car start to move.
Okay.
When the car starts to move, hold the clutch steady. Don't keep lifting it because you'll rush it and it'll get jerky. And then I'll tell you the sound it makes when you can come off fully.
Okay.
Obviously, take responsibility for cars behind. I'm not going to let you go if it's dangerous, but I want you doing that from early if you can. No one behind?
No, no one's behind us whatsoever.
So you can try lifting that clutch slowly now till you feel it start to move. It's called the bite point of the clutch when it starts to move. A little bit higher than that. Probably go a bit quicker than that. There we go. Now hold it steady and listen. Listen. Now you hear the engine go up in pitch. It's done. Come off the clutch. It's finished.
Oh,
see?
okay.
Okay, now my car, I'll take over here. We've got that oncoming car. We've got time, so we can go around this red car.
Okay.
And now I want you to brake to stop. Try and stop the car with a brake. Bit more brake. Bit more. Go on, bit more. Harder. It's not stopping, is it? There we go, we stopped, finally. Good. I'll keep your foot on the brake when we stop. Don't want it to roll down the hill, do you? Good, so keep your foot on that brake, and before you come off the brake, handbrake up. No button on this one, just yank it hard. There you go. Oh, you don't need that. Okay, that's stronger than I thought.
Oh, sorry.
1 or 2 clicks is enough.
Okay.
You might struggle to get it off if you lift it too high. And now you can come off foot brake. Now the handbrake is off. No, handbrake is off. Foot brake is off.
Yeah.
No, Richard. Handbrake is on.
Handbrake is on.
I'm confusing you now, aren't I? Handbrake is on.
Yeah.
You can come off the foot brake because the handbrake takes over from the foot brake, so you don't have to keep your foot on it the whole time. Okay. Was that a nice stop?
No.
What was wrong with that then?
You kept pressing go.
I wasn't pressing go.
You were pressing something.
I wasn't pressing anything.
Just the car was making some noise.
Yeah, it was.
Like...
I wasn't pressing anything. The computer was. The computer was adding power.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because this is the problem, you see. This is the problem we have. We've actually stopped the engine. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, we're not moving anything.
No, but the engine's not on anymore, is it? Turn that off, it's getting annoying, that clicking. Don't know why I left it on, forgot. The engine's not on. You see this here?
Yeah.
That is your engine speed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At the moment it's switched off. Because what happened was, is you stopped the wheels and that stopped the engine.
Oh, right.
Usually, the engine's running, isn't it, like this? See, it's spinning. Do you know how fast that is? That's 700 times a minute.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That 10 means 1,000. That means 2,000. That's how fast it's spinning. 700 times a minute. It's like 11, 12 times a second. The engine spins really quick.
Okay.
Now, don't worry if you don't understand this. You'll still learn to drive just fine. But if you do understand this, it will make your life easier. The problem with the engine is it spins quickly.
Yeah.
That is the problem. That is the problem we got. It spins really quickly. Hook that up to the wheels, we're doing 50 miles an hour.
Oh, right.
So what we need is a way to slow that down. And that's what the gears do. And how that works is, this is your engine spinning.
Yeah.
Really, really fast. This is first gear. How many times does this have to spin to make that spin once? You don't have to say many. You should say many if you
Lots,
want.
yeah.
Lots, yeah, that's a good answer. Lots and lots of time. So therefore, lots and lots of times, you can see how fast spinning engine is converted to slower spinning wheels.
Yeah.
That's what first gear does.
Oh, okay.
Slows down the engine. As you go up into second gear, say that makes that cog a bit smaller, the wheels a bit smaller, it doesn't have to spin as many times for the wheels to turn once. And in this car, actually, I think it's fourth gear, it's about 1 to 1.
Oh.
And then like fifth and sixth is what's known as overdrive, where the engine actually spins less compared to the wheels. It's a bit more complicated. They actually have a final drive and a diff, but that's good enough for you to understand. So that's what the gears do. The gears slow the engine down, which spins too quickly.
Yeah.
But then the clutch, we need a clutch as well.
Yeah.
And that's because we can't change the gears when there's power going through the gearbox. So this is the clutch. When you push the clutch down, it separates from, this is the gearbox,
Yeah.
separates from the gearbox.
Oh.
And when you lift the clutch up, it connects. The clutch is connected to the engine, it spins. The gearbox is connected to the wheels.
Yeah.
So the engine's spinning, lift the clutch up, connects to the gearbox, and it starts to spin the gearbox, and it starts to spin your wheels.
Oh, okay.
So the reason why you need a clutch is so that you can disconnect engine from gears. That enables you to change gear, but also enables you to stop the wheels and let the engine spin.
Oh, okay.
And that's what happened when you stopped. When you braked, you stopped the engine, but because they were connected, well, you stopped the wheels, sorry. When you braked,
Yeah.
you stopped the wheels, didn't you?
Yeah.
And because they was connected to the engine, it stopped the engine as well.
Oh, okay.
If you put the clutch down, you'll stop the wheels, but not the engine. Now I'm thirsty. Now, doesn't matter if that hasn't made sense, but if it has, it helps you.
Yeah.
What you need to understand is that the engine spins too quickly. That's why we need gears. You also get a bit more power from lower gears, but let's not go into that. I don't want to make it more confusing than it needs to be. And you have a clutch because the engine can't stop spinning, but the wheels need to stop spinning. And when you push the clutch down, you separate the engine from the wheels, enabling you to stop the wheels without stopping the engine.
Ah, okay.
When you stop the wheels and the engine. So, I'm going to now turn around and we'll practice.
Okay.
So now you're going to learn how to move the car.
Okay.
So you can't put it in the gear, it's spinning, it's going to damage them.
Yeah.
Push the clutch down fully. Now the engine's disconnected from the gears. You
Yeah.
can change the gear safely. So put it into first gear, that's it. And take the handbrake off, so we're ready to go, so the brakes are off. There it is. And we're on a flat, we're not going to do it on hills yet, do hills later, just learn how this works. So I'm going to give you some power.
Okay.
Hear the engine?
Yeah.
That's more power, so you're more power, so it's easier to go. So when the clutch comes up, it's not going to struggle.
Okay.
Anyone coming from behind?
No.
Slowly lift the clutch until you feel a connection. When you feel a connection, the car will start moving. A little bit higher. A little bit higher, don't be shy. Now hold it there. Now your clutch is connecting the engine to the wheels. And now that spinning of the engine is transferring to the wheels. You hear it go up in pitch?
Yeah.
That's a sign that the clutch has finished sinking. You can come off the clutch fully. Don't even have to do it slowly now. It's done and it's smooth.
Ah, okay.
Now, if I come off the gas pedal, the car's not going to stop.
It's going to continue rolling.
It's going to roll at the minimum speed of the engine because the engine can't stop, you see. And if I use the brake to try to stop, I would stall the engine because I would force the engine to stop, which I don't want to do. So I'll just turn into here. And when you force the engine to stop, the computer will fight you and try and keep the engine spinning, which is why you thought I was pressing the gas.
Yeah.
So try braking gently now. You'll feel the computer, I'm not touching anything, look. Press the brake harder. Oh, it's struggling, off the brake. See, it doesn't want to stop, does it?
No.
The engine and the wheels are connected. Push the clutch down now.
Hard.
Hard all the way to the floor. Now the engine and wheels are disconnected. Now try to use the brake to stop.
Oh, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, keep your feet on the pedals now. So the engine and the wheels are disconnected, aren't they?
Yeah.
That means you've stopped the wheels, but the engine, look, that's still spinning quite quickly. Don't do this, but if you were to come off the clutch now, you would reconnect engine to wheels and the car would want to move.
Okay.
If you did it quickly, it would stall. If you did it slowly, the chances are it would probably move.
Okay.
Although you're on the brake, so it will stall because the brakes will win. The brakes won't let the car move.
Oh, okay.
So what you need to do, pull the handbrake up, one click.
Oh.
There you go. That allows you to come off the foot brake because this is taken over from the handbrake. So keep saying that, don't I? The handbrake is taken over from the foot brake.
Yep.
And now pop it into neutral because that's neutral, no gear. Now you can come off the clutch. There's no connection. Because although what you've done by lifting the clutch is connected the clutch to the gearbox, because you're in neutral, inside the gearbox it's disconnected.
Oh, okay.
So the input of the gearbox is spinning, but the output to the wheels isn't. So we've practiced that how many times?
5 times.
5 times, and already, well, from the start you're doing it every time. A lot easier than the brake, isn't it?
Easier, yeah.
Usually it doesn't take me long to help people learn the clutch, but the brake pedal is just very sensitive and it takes a lot of skill to get used to it, so you're not stopping too early or too late. So why is it then, just to test your knowledge, why do we need the gears?
Because the engine spins too fast.
Okay, and why do we need the clutch?
Because the engine can't stop spinning.
And then so when you press the clutch, you
separate the...
So the engine can...
Well, it won't stop, but it kind of
keep
separates.
spinning whilst the wheels stop. And you actually see that on these dials. See this here? That's the engine. So I'm revving the engine. There you go. But the wheels here, or here actually on camera, it's not showing this one, but this is also wheels, but digital. Wheels are at 0, aren't they?
Yeah.
See? Now, if I try and move this camera so viewers can see both, there we go, you see both those dials now. You'll see when I lift the clutch up, this here on the left will connect to this and will start moving this. So watch.
Okay.
Watch both these dials. So I'm revving the engine, wheels aren't moving at all. As I lift the clutch up, I connect engine to wheels, see? And the wheels start spinning.
Yeah.
And then when I slow down, they both slow down. But if I stop, which I will do in this lay-by, I'll push the clutch down. That will separate the engine from the wheels, and I can stop the wheels, which I've just done now, but the engine is still spinning. Wheels are stopped. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Hope you understand that. Let's move that back to where it was. It's a bit more clear. Right, so I'm going to reverse a little bit because we're at the front of this and it's going to make it hard for you later.
Okay.
So I'll get to the back of this lay-by, a bit closer to the curb as well. And the next thing is gas.
Gas.
You haven't used that pedal yet. That's definitely harder than the clutch,
Okay.
but not bad in this car. In some cars, the gas is horrible. You press it, nothing happens, something, vroom, and it revs up. This one is not the best I've used, but it's one of the better ones.
Okay.
So this is how you move that.
Yeah.
You've got a lever here as well.
Oh, you want me to get in that seat now?
Soon, yeah. I'm just showing you where to move things. You've got this wheel on the side to do your backrest.
Yeah.
There's the button to move that up and down. When it comes to the seat, you want to be high enough. You want your head above the steering wheel.
Yeah.
If you get in like that, got to make it higher.
Yeah, okay.
So make sure you can see above the steering wheel. You've got the height on the right here. And you want to move the seat so you can press the clutch down fully,
Yeah.
but still have a slight bend in your knee and not be pushing into the seat. So
Okay.
this is too far, so I'm twisting my hip,
Yeah.
I'm pushing into the seat. This is too close now, so I'm a bit cramped. I'm going to be struggling with these pedals. I'm too close to them.
Yeah.
So as far back as you can without stretching your clutch fully down. That's how you do the seat. And then everything else works off that.
Okay.
This does this.
Oh, right.
And you want to see the dials in the middle. Obviously you want to see over it. Don't have it too high because when you lift your arms up,
Yeah.
that starts to get a little bit tiring. Also, your head wants to be above the steering wheel. Airbag usually here, and they see my arms are nearer my body.
Yep.
That's more comfortable to drive like that than like that.
Yeah.
And then you just lift it up to secure it.
Okay.
And the mirrors are here. I don't know if you've used one of these before.
No.
I'm not going to be able to see it on camera, but I'm going to twist it to R. See, it's on R now.
Yeah.
If I move it to the right, it goes right.
Oh yeah.
If I move it to the left,
Goes left.
exactly. Forwards for up, backwards for down. And you twist it to L and do the same on that side.
Oh yeah.
And what you want to do is see straight back, so not up the sky, not down, and you want to see only a tiny bit of the mirror should show this car.
Oh, okay.
So you want to move it so that you can't see any car,
Yeah.
and then just move it so you can just about see the car in the mirror. That way you're minimising your blind spots.
Oh, okay.
Some people recommend moving it so you can't see any of this car. Like you can probably see quite a lot of the car in that one, can't you?
Yeah.
But that's because you're sitting there. I can only see a sliver. Some people say minimise your blind spots further by moving your mirror so you can't see any car at all.
Oh, right.
That's very difficult because then you can't see where things are in relation to you. If you look in your mirror and you see your car and you see another car, it's much easier for you to compute, oh, that car's there, I'm here. That's how far they are. Makes it easier to make a decision. Or you just look in your mirror and just seeing cars in a mirror with no real reference. So that's why I recommend you see a little bit of the car there. And this one, you just do that. Obviously, try and be careful of that camera there.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem. And then you can see the whole of the back window there. I think I've told you what I need to tell you here.
Yeah.
So I'll turn the engine off. Do you want to come round and sit here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just set up the pedal cam on Emily's side, and it's quite stuffy in here, isn't it? So first things first, let's get that seat sorted out. So I want to get the engine on, get the air conditioning on. So move the seat forwards. It's just this side, remember?
Oh yeah, the little.
Yep.
Oh.
I'll move it enough so you can get the clutch down fully. A bit closer, I think.
Like this?
Yeah, now try it.
No, I think a little bit more.
Smidge.
Like that.
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
If you can hold the clutch down and move the seat at the same time, it makes it easier, but it's quite difficult to do that.
Yeah, I can reach it quite easily like that. So I'm not really kind of stretching most of my leg out.
And the brake, which you use your right foot for, and the gas, can use both of those.
Yep.
Try to use them with your heel on the floor.
Heel on the floor.
Yeah, and try and find a place where you can pivot from one to the other. You don't want to press them that hard. How hard you're pressing them is going to make the car react. You want to be gentle with those. Much easier than these pedals.
Yeah.
They're much nicer to use. That's better.
Like
and
here.
then you've got a dead pedal on the left of the clutch where you can rest your left foot.
Oh, there.
Yeah, or you can rest it wherever you like, but that's just one place.
Okay.
So if you can get your seat belt on,
Yep.
get mine on.
Where's it gone? Oh, it's there.
Yeah.
That's so far back.
Well, yeah, three-door cars it usually is. I find if you grab it from the bottom,
Oh, right.
it's sort of a bit easier. So this is the key.
I'm really scared. I don't want to press go. So I'm scared it's going to...
No need to be scared. I've got full control of the car.
Okay.
So I'm not going to let you hear anything. I'm not scared at all. The only thing I am slightly frightened of is if you panic and slam on the brakes.
I won't do that.
If you do that, there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do to stop you from slamming on the brakes. And then obviously someone can go into the back of us. So if you're scared or panicking, the best thing to do is let me help instead of pushing the brake hard. But there's no need to be afraid at all. Put the key in the hole and turn it until you see the lights come on the dashboard. That's your ignition.
Yep.
So now the electrics are working. Don't do this. Don't do the mirror yet. You've got to finish your seat. The electrics are working.
Yeah.
But the engine isn't on.
Yeah.
It's getting warm in here. So if you hold the clutch down and turn the key again and watch here, you'll see the engine fire into life.
Fire it where?
Turn it clockwise as far as it will go. It will start. There you go. So turn it further. Now it's on. Let go of the key. Make sure you don't hold it on.
Yeah.
In this car, it doesn't matter. But in some cars, if you hold it on when the engine starts, it'll make a horrible sound.
Oh, okay.
This is electronic, so it starts and it doesn't really listen to what you're doing with the key. Once you've turned it, it will just start the engine.
Can I let go of the clutch?
You can come off now, yep. And now we've got some air conditioning. That's why I want the engine on.
Oh, okay.
See? So the engine's running now. The seatbelt is on. You look low. Your nose is about here.
Yeah.
Let's get your nose above that dashboard and wheel a bit more, and maybe even your mouth. Yes, so pull it up, pump it up. Look out the front window so I can see you. Go up higher. Give it a pump. Pump it. Lift. There you go. And again, let go and then up again. Mind your fingers. That's it. Keep them on the outside because you might hurt them. Keep going. Keep going.
No, my knees can't.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. Keep going. All right, that. Yeah, it looks all right now. See, now your head is above that dashboard. It's above the steering wheel. You look more natural.
Yeah.
Your knees shouldn't be in the middle.
Oh, so they have to be like this?
They should be either side. You'll get used to that, but obviously we're going to move the steering wheel anyway. But I think that maybe it needs to go forwards a bit, but not too much. Backrest, are you comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Head restraint, as low as it can for you. Because you want the middle of it to be in line with the top of your ears. That's not going to happen. So you just want it as low as you can, so when someone hits you from behind, it catches your head.
I think that is the lowest it goes.
You've got to push that button in more.
Oh.
Now it's as low as it'll go.
Oh, okay.
That's it. You see, that will catch your head. That's good. Right. So you got the height. Backrest okay? Do you want to be further up or further back? You okay?
I'm quite happy where I am now, yeah.
Good. What else do I need to tell you about? Steering wheel. So.
It's 10-3, isn't it?
Push that lever down as I showed you earlier.
How did you do it?
Just down. There you go. And then it goes in and out and up and down. Obviously mind that camera there.
Yeah.
And you want to see the dials.
Yep.
You want it to be below your head. And that actually looks about right. And you don't want to be stretching. A good way you can test is touch that part of the wheel with your wrist. You've got a bend in your elbow, haven't you? In fact, you might be a wee bit close there. So go a bit further. Try again. So there's only a slight bend. It doesn't go much further forward than that. So that's where you want it. And then secure it again with the lever so it doesn't move.
Oh, there you go.
Now you said something about 3 and 9, did you? Or 10 and 2? I can't
10 and 3 or something, that's where you should hold yours.
Ideally somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Not too fussy though.
Okay.
I think that's more of an older thing if you've got older cars which are hard to steer. But generally you want to be relaxed and let the car do the work. The car will keep you in a straight line most of the time. If it's not, there's something wrong with it.
Okay.
As you're going over the road, it might pull a bit to the left or right if it tram lines or finds like a slight slope on the road. And you've got to adjust it. But you don't want to be like this, you don't want to be tense. You want to listen to it and let it see where it goes and guide it.
Okay.
So you've done your seat, your steering wheel, your seat belt. There are 3 S's. Should mention the door. You know the difference between the door being like a little bit closed.
Yeah.
You see it says on the dashboard here and
Oh,
there's lights on. Obviously make sure your doors are closed properly.
Yeah.
Next is mirrors.
So I can just about see the car there and there.
What I'll do first, leave it on L. Do the left mirror first because I can see the left and I can help you. It's very hard for me to judge the right mirror.
But do you have to be leaning back to see it?
No, no.
Should it be
relaxed? You want to be relaxed. You don't want to move your head loads when using the mirrors.
How do I change it?
Like this. Do that with that stick. That's it.
Oh.
So you want it so the car is only just in view. Almost out of view. So a little sliver of blue. So no more than, say, 1 or 2 fingers worth of the mirror taken up by car.
Yeah, there we go, like that.
And height-wise, not up, not down, straight back.
I think that's completely fine.
That does look like you're looking straight back there. If you're not sure, a bit down is better than a bit up.
Oh, okay.
And then twist it on R, and you've got to do the same thing to that mirror.
Oh. There we go. Just about to see it. It's just the handle, that's kind of all I can see.
Good. And it looks straight back to me. That's the thing I can't really judge from here. I can judge the height, but it's hard for me to judge how much of the car you can see.
Yeah.
Because it really is just wanting to see trees.
Yeah.
Twist it to L and leave it in L on this car. And I'll show you why. It's very handy. It's one of my favourite parking features a car can have. That's auto dipping mirrors when you put it in reverse. It only happens when you leave it on L.
Oh, okay.
And that helps you see the curb.
Oh, yeah. That does help.
Doesn't do it on that side. Does it on this side. Don't really need it on that side. And then if you want that to reset, twist it to 0 and back to L again. And it'll just remember where your normal position is.
Oh, yeah.
Or when you hit 10 miles an hour, it will return.
Oh, okay.
Or if you turn the engine off, it will return as well.
Oh, okay.
So, is your seat, steering wheel, seat belt, mirrors.
Can I change this one
Done?
out?
Have you not done that one?
Oh, you told me not to.
Oh, did I? Yeah, change that one.
Cheers.
I think you went to do it when your seat wasn't done, was it? You want to do your seat first, because if you move your seat and then do your mirrors, then, sorry, if you do your mirrors and then move your seat, your mirrors are wrong.
Oh, right.
So they are last. For some
Oh,
reason
okay.
I thought I saw you do that. It's probably because I saw you do it earlier and then told you not to. But yeah, that's obviously you've got to do that. But seat first, and then everything works around that.
Okay, I can see everywhere kind of now.
Next thing, gas. Just
Right.
play with it.
Will it go?
No, it's in neutral.
Oh, okay.
So have a play with it. You can't break it in this car. It will only rev to 4,000, even if you press it as hard as you can. Just try and get a steady hum. Feel how sensitive it is. Press it a little bit and wait, and you'll notice it takes a while for the engine to pick up speed after you press it. It's not like instant. What usually happens is people press it a bit and they go, oh, I can't hear it. So they press it more, and my microphone's rubbing on that seatbelt, I hope not. So they press it more, and then they go vroom. So press it a bit and wait. And you'll see it will gradually catch up with your foot. Maybe a bit more than that. You want somewhere between, I don't know, 1 and 2, maybe 1.5-ish, 1.5 and 2 for moving away is probably ideal. That sort of sound. That's the sound you want. Maybe a bit more, a bit louder. That's still okay. It's getting a bit high, but still okay. A bit more. When you get this loud, probably too much. You probably don't want that much when you move away. But anything less than that's okay. But then go less. And you want more than that. So more than that, but less than the other. Somewhere around here. Don't be fussy. You'll be there all day if you're fussy. If you're trying to keep it at 1.5, you're not going to do that. Not very easily. It will gradually rise sometimes when you're holding your foot steady as well. It won't rise forever unless you're pressing it too hard. You're actually keeping it very steady. That's more steady than I'm used to. Come off the gas and try again. And I call it the gas, not because I'm from the US. It's quick.
Yeah, no, I just,
Quick pedal. That's a quick way to say the pedal. It's what I was trained to do when I was training to be an instructor. They said, that's now the gas pedal. You're actually really good at that. Look out, make sure you're looking out the window. Get used to looking here in this mirror in ahead. So you're checking for traffic.
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
You want to drive up the road? Not going to, but see, that's the upper limit. Not much more than that. What's that, nearly 2? Yeah, it's 2,000, isn't it? So not much more than that for moving away. Let's have a little sip of water because I'm talking quite a lot.
So you meant to kind of keep it steady?
You're very good at this. Come off the gas again. Try again. Usually people keep going up, 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 up. You're getting this right. Do it again. Try not looking down though. Listen. Do it by ears. Looking down can help you learn what the sound is, what the sound means, what the revs are from the sound. But you want to get used to checking for traffic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Ideally, you're quite good at that. It took a little bit longer that time. Come off the gas. Try and get it within 3 seconds this time. Ready? Steady. Okay, you're already doing it. Yeah. That's good. Right, we don't have to practice gas. Gas is good. Now try pivoting from gas to brake. Try and get used to that because you don't want to do this when you're driving. Where's the brake? Look down there. No, you just want to be looking forwards and know where they are. So pivot from gas to brake with your right foot. Your right foot does the gas and the brake. Your left foot does the clutch. You don't necessarily want to use your left foot on the brake. And if you start doing track driving, then you might do it on the road. Keep the left foot for clutch.
Okay.
In automatic, you don't really use it. So keep pivoting, press the brake a bit, press the gas a bit. Yeah, another brake, there we go. So you knock the side, didn't you? Just get used to that. Do a bit more, keep switching from one to the other. Build up muscle memory so you start to learn where those pedals are. That was a bit hard on the gas, wasn't it?
So I just kind of just do
That's all right, keep doing it, but maybe not so hard if you can. That's good. Now back to the brake, back to the gas, keep pivoting, that's it. And again, so you get comfortable position. Now clutch down, clutch halfway up, clutch down, clutch halfway up, clutch down, clutch halfway up. And you see your knee hits the steering wheel. Move your knee to the left a little bit. There you go, clutch down, clutch halfway up, clutch down, clutch halfway up. And then off the clutch and rest your foot somewhere. Brake. Ooh. You want to be in a position where you can use gas and brake without moving your foot too much.
Okay.
So go for brake, gas now. Brake, gas, brake, gas, clutch down. Oh. See what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get you to learn where those pedals are. Not when you're driving, but now. Clutch halfway up, off the clutch, brake, gas. Right, you're getting more familiar now, and your feet are starting to look like they're in a bit of a better place.
Yeah.
Before, when you put your foot on the brake, it wasn't in the it's like an emergency stop. Just want to brake gently. Right, so anything I'm forgetting? I guess you've done the handbrake, you know that, don't you?
Yep.
You've done some gears. We'll go to that a bit more later.
Okay.
What I think we should do is try and move up the road. Unfortunately, there's a red car in the way. Usually I stop near that red car, but we're going to have to stop before that red car.
Okay.
You need to know, obviously, where to look.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think you need to look before you go?
Both mirrors first, and then back.
Okay.
Check your blind, or go around, check your blind spots.
Which blind spots? Where?
With the little things there.
Oh, you mean the A-pillar blind spots?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to make sure you can see around those. Any other blind spots?
Probably to your sides as well.
Exactly.
There's a from the dog right there. I can see from my thingy.
Is that dog a problem though? If you move away and that dog's there, are you going to hit them?
No.
If they were going to go in front of you, would you notice them?
Yeah.
If you're concentrating on your blind spot too much,
oh right,
you might not notice them, mightn't you? And this is a mistake a lot of people make. They stare at their blind spots, and they're looking at their blind spots all the time. They're doing this, and they miss the obvious.
Oh okay.
The most important place you want to be looking when you're moving away, forwards and backwards. Main mirror. Use whatever mirror helps you see, or whatever mirrors help you see what's coming. It's going to be different depending on the scenario. If there's a car parked behind you, if the road bends to the right, bends to the left. So what you've got to basically do is take responsibility to make sure no one's coming.
Oh, okay.
If you're going to make them brake, don't go. If they're far enough away that you think, oh, I can go without making them brake, you can.
Yeah.
Be wary of cars in front as well, because they may want to move into your side of the road.
Oh, okay.
Especially if there's a cyclist or a parked car. So be wary of that, but you can go with oncoming cars. If you're comfortable, they're going to stay on their half.
Yeah.
You do have an important blind spot, though, that you want to check before you move.
Right.
It's not your main check. It's not the most important check. I don't want you to stare there as you do your clutch.
Okay.
Just a quick check. And that is not obvious to show at the moment because there's loads of parking spaces there, but no cars. Okay, can you see the two bits of wood on the grass over there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a bit of rope as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there. Can you see that in your mirrors?
No.
So that is a parking space with those bits of wood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Car could be there, car could be pulling out, and you check your mirrors but you don't see it. Very important, because you'll both be heading for that bit of road at the same time and you won't be aware of them. Someone could be here, but by the time you're moving and you're looking forwards, you will notice them before they become a problem. So that's your important blind spot.
So it's your sides?
Yeah, on the right side over there, just around. This is called the B pillar, A, B, and then C. Pillars to hold up the roof. So just behind your B pillar. You don't want to try and look through here. On some cars that might be the case, but on this car you want to look around it in front of it. Like that, that's it. Depends where the pillar is. Some cars the pillar's more like here. If it's got less doors or it's smaller, then you might want to look behind it. In this car, looking behind it doesn't really show you very much.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk you through what to do to move.
Okay.
Try to follow what I tell you to do. Try not to move on to the next step until I tell you, even if you think you know what's next.
Okay.
Try and follow me. If you can follow talk through well, I can teach you much more quickly.
Okay.
But relax. I've got control as well as you. So there's nothing to worry about. I'm not worried at all.
Okay.
Okay? So you ready to start?
Yeah.
Right. So clutch down. And I may hold the wheel a little bit just to help you, because your steering's probably going to be horrendous to begin with. But we'll practice that later. First gear. That's it. Maybe a bit more gentle though.
Okay.
Just left and forwards. That's better. Put your foot on the brake.
Sorry, I just had where I was resting it.
That's good.
And let's just relax it on the brake.
Yeah, press the brake for now, just for now. I'll tell you what to do. Don't worry, I'll tell you each step. Handbrake off. Lift it a bit higher and the button will go in. There we go. That's why you don't want to lift it too high, because it'd be harder to get off.
Oh, okay.
The reason why I want your foot on the brake is to see if it rolls. Now put your hands on the wheel, like you're going to drive. Now come off the brake. Does it roll? Look out the window, don't look at me. Look forwards. Does it roll? No, it doesn't, does it? So we don't need a hill start.
Yeah.
But I have made things a bit harder for you, because we have actually got a bit of an angle side. You've got a bit of a curb there to go around, haven't you? You're going to have to steer around that.
Yeah.
That's going to make things interesting. So now the car is primed and ready to go.
Yeah.
It doesn't need much to make it move from here. Press the gas, it won't move. So it's getting it even more ready. There's a bit more power there. A bit more gas. Hear that engine. A bit more. That's it. Don't look at me. Come and look out the window.
Okay.
Look here and here. Keep pressing that gas. Keep hearing that sound. Use your wing mirrors if they help. I think you're probably in this situation getting all the information you need from here. Bit more. Keep that gas there. You were keeping it really steady earlier, weren't you? Try and keep it there. A bit more power. A bit more. Don't be shy. Raise me up. Come on. That's better. Okay, keep that gas on. Don't come off. Because it'll be harder to learn the clutch if you don't have that power there.
Okay.
Now, is anyone coming from behind?
No.
Okay. What about that van in front? Are you going to affect them?
No, they're indicating.
No, you're not going to affect them. They're on the other side as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Try and keep that gas on. Okay, now when you're ready and there's no one coming, check your blind spot and lift the clutch to the bite point and we'll start to move. We shouldn't need to signal if there's no one around. If there's someone around, we can signal. You ready? So check your blind spot then before you lift the clutch. Anyone there?
Nope.
Okay, so lift the clutch to the bite point. A little bit higher. Just keep checking your mirrors. Have a quick check of the blind spot. It's getting old. Look forwards. Look here. There you go. Good first attempt. Now you're going to steer around this curb. Loosen your grip. Relax. That's it. Relax. You're very tense. Relax your grip. That's better. And now come off the clutch fully. There you go. Now cover brake and clutch. Just cover them. You're going to line up with this curb. Around about here is where you want to be.
Yep.
Clutch down. And gently brake the stop. Signal left if you can. There's a car coming up from it's in the distance still, but there you go. If you see anything around, then you just pop the signal on, tell them that you're stopping, make it easier for them. And then keep your feet down, remember?
Yeah.
Handbrake up. Just come off one pedal. Which pedal's that?
Brake.
Yeah, and then what do you need to do to come off the clutch?
Put it on neutral.
Right, good.
And then let go of the clutch.
Very good. Just press that button so the engine doesn't turn itself off. So what we need to do now is we need to practice that and get you better at that. You need to relax, you need to loosen up a bit. Very tense. It's very normal. But I could feel when I was just trying to help with that steering there. You just wanted to keep the car straight, didn't you? And obviously probably better for me to start you on a straight there.
Okay.
It's just what we've got at the moment. We've got this red car in the way as well, so I wanted to start further back. Usually I'd start you out of that lay-by, but we were going to run out of space before the red car if we did that. So, right, let's practice. Okay. So Emily has practiced this only 3 times, but she's actually got quite a lot better quite quickly. What I want to do now is help her with how close to get to the curb, because I'm guiding her and just giving her some experience that way. So can you see how close you are to the curb now?
Not through that mirror, no.
Mirror? That's a mirror?
The window, not
through the window, yeah.
No.
See, it's easy to mess up your words, isn't it?
No.
This job isn't as easy as it looks sometimes. So how can you tell how far you are from the curb then?
Well, that side's only for reversing, then can you just...
Yeah, this works when you're going backwards.
Yeah.
So you've got to judge it from the front.
So...
Mirror works great when you're going backwards, and that's how I get close to the curb. If I want to get close to the curb, I'll park within a drain's width, pop it in reverse, look at the mirror, and then get super close. That way I can drive any car without damaging the wheels and tyres. You don't want to risk damaging your wheels and tyres. So, look out the front window.
Yep.
You see where the curb touches the bottom of the window.
Yeah.
Remember roughly where that is. When you stop, try and get it there.
Okay.
Don't do this. Don't do this or this, because it moves.
Yeah.
So you want to be relaxed. Okay. So we're going to move away again, then we'll pull over at the side of the road. And obviously I will take the steering wheel if you're going to hit the curb.
Yeah.
And I may still need to guide you, but I'm going to try and let you do a bit more of it yourself.
Okay.
So, to move away, first thing.
Clutch.
Good. So you're remembering this quite quickly.
Then brake.
Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
Let's get the...
Gear.
Gear first?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The car doesn't care, but it helps when you come to do hill starts later.
Okay.
So when you want to prepare, clutch down gear.
Clutch down gear.
And handbrakes on, because sometimes you might have to do a handbrake start.
Oh, okay.
So you want to keep the clutch and gear together at the start, and then worry about your brakes. So take the handbrake off. Now you can take the handbrake off, now that it's in gear. You do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Now let's see if we need a hill start. We shouldn't. If we need it, we're in the wrong place.
Okay.
It's not ready for them yet. Yeah, you've come off the brake, it hasn't rolled.
Yeah.
So we don't need to do a hill start.
Yep, fine.
We're good. What's next?
Gas.
Okay, stop looking at me, come on.
Yep, gotta look at, well...
Look at the mirrors, look out the window. So where's this gas? Did you say gas?
I'm checking the windows.
Huh?
And mirrors.
I'm still waiting.
Blind spot.
Where's the gas? Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Get the gas ready. So you're ready to go first. And then you can start thinking about the decision. Oh, look at this. We've got a car behind us, haven't we?
Yeah.
Is that mirror much good?
No.
It's not much good at all, is it? You can just see that car. And this mirror?
You can just see kind of that car as well, and if there was people on the sidewalk.
Yeah, you can see like this grass and bushes and
Pavement.
stuff. That's probably your main mirror now. Not as ideal because it makes things look further away,
Yeah.
but you can still use it. And when no one's coming, remember, you've got all these cars here in your blind spot.
Yep.
Do you want to check them too?
They're all fine.
Yeah, sure?
Yep.
Okay, good. And keep looking until you move. Keep looking at your mirrors. That's it. Another blind spot check because it's old. So look forwards. Good. Over from the curb. Steer away. Steer away from the curb. I'll help. Just there. Now relax. Really loose. Be relaxed. Now we're going to keep it in our lane. To do that, we're our half, really. It's not really a lane, this is a half. Left knee in the centre. Drive the car from your bum.
Okay.
Put your bum in the road. Don't think about the width of the car. Don't think about the width of the road. Well, actually, do think about the width of the road.
Yeah.
But not in relation to the car.
Okay.
It's about the width of your steering wheel. See that?
Yeah.
Put your steering wheel in the middle. Put your bum in the middle. That's better. Then you'll be in the middle.
Okay.
Off the gas now. Fully off. Cover brake and clutch. That's it. Centre left mirror. Anyone around?
Just two cars behind
Yes.
us.
So indicate down then. Indicate left. Tell them you're pulling over. So clutch down. Line up with the curb. No closer. This is as close as you want to be.
Okay.
And then you finish the stop. You don't want to be any closer than this. Nice stop. Very smooth. Lovely. Now you've got to keep those pedals down. What do you need to do next?
Handbrake up. So we
Good.
don't roll.
Do that then. And what pedal can you come off?
Foot brake.
And then what next?
Gear.
Yep. And
Into
what pedal?
neutral, clutch. And then done.
And then all you have to do now is cancel the signal. Just tap it.
Tap it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because if you lift it up and you go too far, you go the other way.
Oh, right, yeah.
But if you just tap it, it will self-center.
Okay.
If you move it to the middle, nearly everyone always then puts the other side on.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
little-
just literally just.
Little tap to cancel, yeah, to put it on properly, but to cancel it, just a little tap.
Okay.
So, this is what you need to practice now. You need to practice getting close to the curb, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's practice then.
Okay.
So now I want to try and help Emily get better at her steering and positioning to the curb, because if we move away and stop, it's taking quite a long time for her to get better at stopping near the curb, but I have a way I can help her practice in a shorter period of time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pedals. So I'm going to control the speed of the car,
Okay.
and you're just going to do steering.
Okay.
You're going to learn, or say learn, you're going to get better at stopping near the curb,
Okay.
but also you're going to get better at turning that wheel because you haven't developed a way to turn the wheel yet. You're kind of like running out of steer quite quickly. So you want to try and turn the wheel by passing it from hand to hand at the top or the bottom of the wheel. Try to keep your left hand mostly on the left side and your right hand mostly on the right side. That will help with this a little bit. Doesn't matter if you cross your hands a little bit. It doesn't really matter if you do cross your hands. But what I want to see is that wheel turning without pauses. I don't want both hands round like this, not able to turn it anymore to the left because you've turned with both hands. One hand should be turning, one hand should be taking over.
Okay.
We'll practice that now. So I've got the pedals.
Yep.
You can take the brakes off because you don't really want to steer with the brakes on. It's okay to steer when the car is not moving because if it needs to move, it will move itself.
Okay.
So there's a learner behind us. Looks like they're practicing reversing. So yeah, we don't need to worry about them.
Okay.
I want you now to steer all the way to the right. Okay, that's pretty good. Turn all the way to the left. Yeah. There's a bit of pause though, isn't there? So you turn, stop, turn. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Turn all the way to the right. Try and keep that wheel turning without any pauses. Yeah, that's better. Now turn all the way to the left. That's it. Now see if you can do it with keeping your left hand on the left side and your right hand on the right side.
Okay.
So you're not crossing over at all. It's better not to cross over because you've got your airbag there and you don't want your arm over that airbag.
Oh, right.
Because if that airbag goes off and you've got like a watch on, that can hit you in the head. It's not going to do you a lot of good. 120 mile an hour impact that. So you really want to keep this clear. When you're parking, I mean, I'm not bothered when I'm parking because the airbag's not going to go off when you're parking. But you don't want to get into the habit of having your arm over the airbag when you're driving because that's when it can go if you have a collision, for example. So steer all the way to the left. Left hand on left side, right hand on right side. Come on, practice. And the other way. Come on. No, I don't think you're doing the same as last time. Can you see?
I'm just trying to like stop the stops, but then try.
Slower.
Okay.
Slower but consistent. Try that. Try doing it slowly. So you see how one hand's doing all the work and the other hand's just sort of supporting it?
Yeah.
That's it. You want to get both hands moving. Now the other way. That's better. Slow yourself down. Still, you see your right hand's doing all the steering?
Yeah, my left hand's kind of just taking over.
Try and get both. Try again. Right now, because we're doing the same thing, we're not moving forwards, are we? You are doing all your steering with your right and just stopping with your left. Really slow now. Turn with one hand. Right, stop.
Yeah.
Go back to where you were. Just turn with one hand. Stop there. This hand needs to be up there. Take over and turn with this hand. Turn with this hand.
I can't think I've gone too far.
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
Let's strip it back to...
Yeah, okay. Well, that's better.
Okay.
Do that again.
Don't know what I did. This.
Yes!
Oh.
Yes! Good. This is what I'm trying to show you. Now steer the other way. There we go. So try doing smaller movements and slower to help yourself build up the skill.
Okay.
Probably wrong of me to tell you to do it as quick as you can. Probably better to do it slowly and just learn how the hand movements as opposed to speed.
Okay.
Turn the other way. Both hands and you do the turning. Yeah, okay. That is better. It's still a bit like what sort of doing it a bit, but do it again, other way, slowly now. Slowly, think about what you're doing. Yes. So just from doing this for, I don't know how long we've been doing it, 5 minutes or something, you already look a bit better. You seem to be, because before you were very tense. And you turn the wheel and sort of running out of travel, but just sitting here, turning the wheel from left to right, you're already loose. You're turning the wheel now, you're not like this. Turn the other way. And that's the idea of this exercise. Turn the other way, go on. That's it. And one hand should be holding the wheel at once, so you don't want to take both hands off and move them. And now let's try and go straight. And that's how we test it straight, by moving. Okay, so there we go. Let's give the clutch a rest. I had to have the clutch down the whole time there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had to move the car because the car wants to move when you steer. So it's moving, it's going towards the curb. So I'm trying to stop it going towards the curb, or try and stop it going towards the middle. Try and keep it here.
Okay.
I could keep the brakes on, you do it, but try steering now with the brakes on. Go on. Hear that noise?
Yeah.
Now steer the other way. Just putting the car under more stress. You can do it. Hear that noise?
Yeah.
Grinding noise.
Doesn't sound great.
It's the brakes. But anyway, I'm much more happy with the way you're looking with your steering there. You're much more free, more loose, more relaxed. Next thing, line up with the curb.
Okay.
So look close at the bottom of the window to judge when you're close to the curb.
Yeah.
But what else you need to do, and this is what you're missing, is you also need to look far to see if you're straight. So you're looking just close, and you get in the car near the curb, but then you keep getting closer and closer and closer, and you're just going to hit it. And because you're failing to recognise, oh, I'm not straight, I'm heading towards the curb still. So look far, and you'll see, oh, I am heading towards the curb. I need to steer more to the right, or I'm going to hit it soon. Do both. When you drive, you should be looking in multiple places, never in one place. So I'm going to move the car again. No one's coming. Steer to the right a bit. You've got steering. I've got pedals. Bit more to the right. Let's get away from the curb. Bit more. See how you're locked like that? Try and, that's it. Be relaxed now. Now go near the curb. Line up with the curb. That's it. Free up your hands. Don't be like this. Don't be like a racing driver. That's better, because that's how you need to steer. Go near the curb now. Show me when you think you're near the curb. And this is why my clutch release bearing takes a battering, because when you're practicing going slowly, long periods of time for no reason, it gets used a lot. So I signal there because I see a car coming from the distance. If you see anything, it's always good just to put your indicator on, warn them that what you're doing. You're not moving away, so they know that they can come around you. That's pretty good, actually.
I think I'm close.
Oh, we'll see. So I'll secure the car. Let's have a look.
Drain away.
Within a drain is your goal at the moment. So
I'd say I'm
you're on the edge of the drain.
Yeah, not quite.
I'm quite pleased with that. It's already better, because before you were following, you were just going towards the curb. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn around.
Okay.
And that's going to practice your steering. No. Not like this.
Not like this. This.
Or even if you cross a bit, I don't mind. Just make sure that you relax and that wheel is moving. So I'm going to go forwards.
There's a car coming towards us.
I can see, thank you. That's all right. We're going to go forwards, so we can use that space there. You see how we're going towards the curb though?
Because I'm turning that way.
If we go forwards enough, we'll be able to use the space next to us to turn around. That will practice your steering. But thank you for notifying me of the car though.
So just in case you couldn't see around there.
That's all right. Anyone coming?
No.
Blind spot?
Nope.
Steer all the way to the right. That's it. Now you're practicing turning the car around. Anyone coming?
Nope.
No, all good. So, are we going to make it?
Yes.
You sure? Sure? With the next curb? Or are we going to hit this next curb?
I think we'll just make it.
Think's not good enough. Straighten the wheel.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to pop you in reverse. We'll go back. If you think, we don't chance it. So now we're straight, we'll go back and that'll give us more distance. And come back now. So we'll have a bit more distance from us and the curb.
Okay.
There we go, like that. Now we're going to try and drive around that.
Okay, so all to the right again.
Not like that.
Like this.
That's it, because that's what you do. You do that and you go like that, and then that's all your steering you're ever going to have.
Yeah.
Pass that wheel from hand to hand. Anyone coming from behind?
No.
Okay, let's go around this curve then. Try your best. Little obstacle course for you. There we go. That's better. Anyone coming still? Have another look.
No.
All right, now see if you can get into your half of the road as we come out without going on the wrong side. See if you can do that. Oh, you need more steering than that. Quickly, come on, quick. We're going to go on the wrong side of the road. That's good. But now you can't hit the curb. Can't go on the wrong side of the road, so look at the centre. Look at the centre. Come on, pass it. You're going in the middle. Look up the road. Now look really far. Now I hope you judge if you're straight. See, we're heading towards the curb, aren't we? You can see that. Still heading towards the curb. Look far, that's it. See the car in the distance behind? Pop your left indicator on just to tell them that we are going to be staying here. Now line up with the curb. And I'm going to stop you now because we're just about to hit it. Can't get closer than that. So if you move away to the right, when I say away, I meant to the right, sorry. Now pull us away. Okay, now straighten the wheel. Okay, and try again. So don't risk it, don't try and get super close. Let's get within a drain. You've got a drain there, a good example. A bit closer than this though, I think. It's a bit closer. And then when you think you're close enough, look far to help yourself straighten, but also look down to make sure you're not getting far again. You've got to do both. You've got to look far and close. So we're just coming up alongside these car park spaces now. So I'm going to wait here and see, well done, how close we are.
Yep. It's kind of staying the same.
Yeah, it's just outside a drain, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what you want to do, at the moment you haven't got a curb, so I'm just going to pull you back. It's not the ideal space here. So we can see the curb again, keep it the same distance. Right, you can see the curb now. See where the curb is?
Yep.
Just make it a little bit closer to your side.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to reverse so you can do that again. Because if we turn round, it's going to take too long and you'll forget. So I'll go back a little bit. It's a nice quiet road. That's why we're here. Call this a nursery area.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Most driving instructors do. It's just where you learn how to drive the car.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm going to move you forwards. There is a white car behind.
Do you want to do this? Just showing what's going here?
I think we'll wait for them.
Okay.
Because we're parked at the moment. I don't want to confuse them. We're not moving yet. So we'll wait for them, even though they're quite slow because of the speed bumps. I recognise that car. Because she keeps it absolutely immaculate. I see her cleaning it quite often. Just something I've noticed. Right, okay. Anyone coming?
Nope.
Okay, we'll move a bit further from the curb just for practice. Right, now try and get close. Get within the drain. Don't be afraid. Try your best. Do a combination of looking down and up. And we've hit the curb.
Have we?
Yes, we have. But look where the curb is at the front. That's way more to the right than it was before. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That curb now was about here, sort of in the middle. And that's how you're judging your distance. But you judge if you're straight by looking up.
Ah, okay.
More practice needed. So Emily has practiced lining up with the curb and turning around quite a bit now. I'm feeling much more confident in her ability to steer and position herself next to the curb. So I think it's time to wrap up the lesson.
Yeah.
But let's just see your progress. Show people your progress then. Hopefully, I'll still do the pedals.
Yep.
So you can concentrate on this. Right, I'm going to start moving. Move away from the curb. And let's see if you can still do it, because you're starting to do it quite well. Make sure you don't go in the middle of the road though.
Yeah.
Good start, eh? Let's get back to our half. Focus on your half. Remember, left knee in the middle of your half. And now, okay, this is not going very well at all. You're driving at the grass.
So I was trying to avoid them, so I was like...
No, don't do that. You don't drive on the pavement when a car comes up behind you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he came up behind you, you're driving slowly, they've got to wait behind you. They can come round when they want, or when we indicate and pull over, they can come round. So let's just steer away from the curb now.
Okay.
Bit more. So you're going a lot better than that earlier. Now straighten up into your lane with a left knee in the middle. That's it. Okay, we're rolling now. So try now to line up with that curb, but don't hit it. Mm-hmm. Looking good. Okay, that's better. Yep, well done. Excellent. Now if I stop you,
yep,
and I secure the car, see, you can do it. There you go.
Oh wow, that's actually really...
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I wouldn't try and get closer than that though.
Yeah, no.
Emily has about that much space, so there's not much room for error there, but you can still be a little bit further. Now, yeah, it's quite a normal reaction for a learner to respond to traffic by trying to get out the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and don't often see people try to steer to the left because a car's behind, but usually it's because a car's in front. You see an oncoming car and you steer left. Try and hold your space, drive in your space. Anyone who then catches up with you, we didn't pull out in front of that car, we were rolling and they came up later. They have to wait behind until it's safe for them to pass. And also, you got really good at that steering too. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to move you away. So move away, I'll do the pedals, you do the steering. Move away from the curb. Don't go on the other side of the road though, keep it in your side. Line up with the curb again. I like how you're more relaxed on the wheel now, you're moving it from hand to hand. Don't try and be perfect, don't try and be fussy. Get a bit closer, I think. Look up as well as down. Okay, good. Now we're going to turn round and see how good your steering is for turning round. So steer to the right. Anyone coming from ahead? Or there's someone come around that bend from behind now.
Someone from behind, yeah.
So we'll wait for them because we're not committed yet. We've only just started to angle out to go to get a better view in front of this Range Rover.
Yeah.
Anyone from behind now?
No, none from behind.
Blind spot?
There is a cyclist coming.
Far, slow?
Fast, looking at their phone, not paying attention.
Okay, probably best we wait then. Anyone after the cyclist?
A grey car. After that, there's no one.
Might go to neutral then, just to rest the clutch. No one up. No, leave the steering on. Okay.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Anyone in your blind spot?
No.
Right, we'll steer then, because you did some really impressive steering earlier. You probably did it quickly, passing it from hand to hand. I was quite surprised by that. Wonder if you can do it soon. So are we going to make it this time? What do you think? Are we going to make it around that grass or are we going to hit it? So check your mirrors, check your blind spot as well. All good?
Yep.
Now see if you can keep it in your half of the road. Go for it. Don't hit the curb though. That's it. You're thinking about the back of the car as well. We're in the middle of the road though, aren't we?
I'm trying to turn into our road side.
The left side.
It is on the left.
We're in the middle. That's not the left. That's the left. You're getting your left and right. What do you mean on the left?
Let's turn this way.
No, we went in the other side of the road.
Oh, yeah.
The plan was to come out into our half of the road.
I was trying.
Okay. We'll try again then. We'll turn around in this bit. So steer to the left. That's it. Now steer all the way to the right. Maximum turn. That's what I saw. Some better steering going on. Your left and your right hand is starting to actually do. Your right hand's still dominant. Just try and get your left doing a bit more, but your left is starting to take some more of the weight. Anyone coming now?
No.
Blind spot?
No. Fine.
This time, let's try and keep it in our half of the road. So to do that, look at the centre of your half and look far as well. Over there, look. That's the centre of your half. Looking here, you're looking at that car over there and that grass.
Yeah.
Look out your side window. Look at that red Range Rover. See that?
Yeah.
Aim for that. Left knee needs to aim for that. Don't go on the wrong side, but don't hit the curb. Better. We're on our side this time.
Yeah.
And there's a car now behind, so we indicate left and line up with the curb. Yeah, I'm quite confident now. You're making me feel much more confident. You're more relaxed with the wheel. You got near the curb. You haven't hit it, you haven't then got near the curb and then gone back out again.
Yep.
You're staying left. So I'll secure the car and we'll have a look.
It's a little bit further out, I think.
Well, then last time, it's ideal. That's fine. That's, I say, within a drain.
And then drain's good.
You don't want to be getting it within, if you're thinking you're trying to get it within like a centimetre, you'll never get it right. Aim for within a drain, you'll start getting it right. And with practice, this will improve.
Okay.
So how's the lesson been today then?
It's been really good. It was really scary in the beginning because I was terrified of like properly going or crashing into someone or hurting someone, but you kind of made it nice and relaxed and kind of made me practice quite a few times before actually kind of having like a proper go at something, like like stopping at a junction or getting like close to the curb like here behind the Range Rover.
So is that how the lesson differed? The lesson was different to what you expected then, I guess?
I thought I've heard from my friends like how their lessons went. I thought you were just going to throw me in the front seat and be like, yeah, go. And
well,
so
you can. I can do that. That is something I have done
Please don't.
plenty of times before. I do find it easier though, particularly for the first lesson, just to focus on how do you move, how do you stop, how do you steer, how do you get in a good position to use the car. Work on that, spend the time on that, and now you've got that, it should be easier to tackle the road, and that's what we'll do next time.
Okay.
And also obviously you learn how to line up with the curb as well. Everything you've done today is still just really an introduction.
Oh, okay.
Because your skill will develop with time. You can't magically be good at something. Some people do pick certain things up really quickly, but most of the time it takes a bit of practice. But at least now you've got that base skill. And next lesson, what we'll be doing is we will be, instead of just sitting around here, stopping, starting, steering, we'll actually be driving down the road, and then you're going to obviously have to start dealing with parked cars, because you can't drive down the road without dealing with parked cars.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to start doing junctions as well. But you've got that base control there to help you with that. Is there anything you didn't like about the lesson?
Not really, no. I liked the my car thing, though, if that helps.
The my car? Yeah,
Yeah.
if I say my...
That kind of helps me to think.
I think pilots do it. My plane.
Do they?
I think so, yeah. I think that's where I might have got it from. I don't think I came up with that. I don't know. But yeah, I do find in the past, if I've tried to take control of the car and the pupil's trying to take control of the car, it's hard. If I say my car, then it does help. And obviously in this part of the training, because I'm moving the car so much, I was saying my car a few times, then you're kind of used to that. And if I do need to use it for danger, you're more ready for it, so it keeps us safer as well.
I don't think I didn't like anything. I think the whole lesson was just quite slow, quite paced, and then you kind of let me concentrate and get on with it until I was confident and you were confident that I was not going to be going, woo.
It took 3 hours.
That is true.
But it usually takes 2. To do what we've done, it usually takes 2 hours, but messing about with the cameras and things, that adds to time too. Right. No, I'm not saying that usually takes 2 because you're slow. I think yeah, I just realised you might have taken it that way.
No,
but whenever I do anything to do with cameras and filming, it just takes forever. It takes so long. I think, oh yeah, I'll do that. That'll be done in an hour or 2. And I'll start at 8 in the morning and finish at lunchtime. Because I have to redo things as well. Although we didn't redo things here. That is, we done it one at a time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Didn't retake anything. Just try to make that a genuine first lesson. I know it's not going to be to everybody's liking, and I understand that not everybody teaches this way. This is just what I've developed over the years of doing it, and what I feel comfortable doing, and what I find actually gets success. If you found the video interesting, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're looking for car insurance, check out the links to Collingwood and Confused in the description. If you're learning to drive and want to insure yourself on somebody else's car, then Collingwood are there for you, because you can do so without affecting the owner's policy. And that takes away a big stress from the owner of that car that you're using to learn to drive in. Via the link at the moment, it's up to 35% off and a £20 Amazon gift card. If you want to insure your own car though, check out the link to confused.com, because you fill out one quote form, get loads of quotes back from many insurers to compare who's cheapest. Also, you can change your car on that quote as many times as you like without having to do the whole quote again. So it's a quick and easy way to compare how much it costs to insure different cars. Using the link doesn't cost you anything, but it does support the channel. So thank you very much. Subscribe to get my future videos, and until the next one, cheerio.